Aloha everybody, it's Gina from Hawai'i Eats. So there are lots of rules and regulations that are going on over here in Hawaii, but today we're going to take you guys over to Pearl Harbor and we're just going to give you some things that we think you need to know before you go. I am going to walk you through the whole reservation system. There's certain rules that apply to some of the items located inside the park of Pearl Harbor, including the Bowfin and the Arizona, and I'm going to walk you through all of that, show you how to make reservations online, and timestamp everything down below so you can rewatch certain areas and guide yourself through ordering your tickets or whatever you need. We're also going to take you to two of our favorite spots to eat that are right by Pearl Harbor, just minutes away. The first one is a farmer's market, which is only open on Saturdays from 8 until noon, but lots of great local vendors. It's a lot smaller than like Kaka'ako or Waimea, but still plenty of great food and great snacks to enjoy. The second one is going to be Button Up Cafe, where we have one of our favorite dishes, the ube stuffed French toast. Before we get started, we want to thank you guys so much for watching our channel, and please help us out by hitting that like, subscribe, and share button. Let's get started on our things that you must know before you go to Pearl Harbor. So Pearl Harbor is actually open 362 days out of the year. The only time they are closed is on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So Pearl Harbor is an accessible site. Wheelchairs, strollers, and any kind of mobility device are easily able to be used. Pearl Harbor does have a no bag policy. That means no handbags, no backpacks, no camera bags, and definitely no luggage. They do have a facility where you can store your bags, and it is strictly guarded. If you do have a medical issue and you have to carry around medication or even diabetic supplies, you will have to disclose that to the security and they will check your bag ahead of time, but you can bring that in. You also are permitted to have food, water, and non-alcoholic beverages, but only water is allowed inside any of the museums or shops. There is a dress code policy. No swimsuits, cover-ups, things like that are allowed inside. We do recommend that you wear a hat, sunscreen, sunglasses, and definitely comfortable walking shoes. All visitors ages 2 and up are required to wear a mask the entire time that they are visiting Pearl Harbor, with the exception of eating and drinking. You are able to visit Pearl Harbor without tickets. You can walk around the museum, you can go inside the gift shops, and just walk around and read all of the plaques, and there is no charge for that whatsoever. So one of the things that you need to keep in mind is that the Bowfin, the Aviation Museum, and the Battleship Missouri are separate entities. If you decide that you want to visit the Battleship Missouri or the Aviation Museum, you must produce a negative COVID test within 48 hours of your visit or your vaccine card. So the nice thing about booking your reservations online is that they are available 8 weeks in advance. You can go online and select which days and times you would like to visit. Because the theater is currently closed, they have decided to put the film up in the open air lanai, which is behind the recreation building, so you are able to view the park film there. If you want to visit the Battleship Missouri, the Aviation Museum, or the Bowfin, you will have to go onto their respective sites in order to get your tickets. There are a couple areas where you can grab some snacks and some cold beverages, but we're going to take you to our favorite spots, so stay tuned for that. So the easiest way of going about and getting your tickets is to simply go onto Google, type in Pearl Harbor. A screen is going to come up on the left-hand side, which is the Pearl Harbor National Memorial website. You're going to see Plan Your Visit and Frequently Asked Questions. Click on Frequently Asked Questions. You will see a picture of the Arizona Memorial. Scroll down and you're going to see a question that says, how do I get a ticket for the USS Arizona Memorial Program? Open that up and then click on recreation.gov. The tickets are going to run $1 each, and as soon as you open up the little calendar over here, you're going to see what is available and what is not. Everything with an A in blue is available. Everything in brown is not yet released. After you select the day that you want to go, select how many tickets you would like to have. Now, you can pick time slots starting at 8 a.m. all the way through 3:30 p.m. Each little time slot lets you know how many spots are left. Once you click on what you would like, it's going to bring you to the next screen where you have to create an account in order to log in and get your tickets. You will create an account filling out your first name, last name, email, and phone number. You will receive an email which is going to confirm your email address, and then you will be able to order your tickets. After you confirm your email address, you're going to be taken over to the screen where you can pick the tickets that you would like at the time that you would like, and then on the right hand side of that screen is going to be the charges. It will be $1 per person, so a total of $4 for 4 people. There is a lot more information about Pearl Harbor on their website, but these are just some of the basics that we think you need to know before you go. So just to review with you, some of the tips that we find useful when visiting Pearl Harbor is, of course, to first make your reservations for the Arizona ahead of time online. Make sure you pack sunscreen, a hat, and definitely bottled water and comfortable shoes, especially because of the amount of walking that you're going to be doing. When you're going to each spot in Pearl Harbor, there's a lot of plaques that you're going to want to read, so there tends to be a lot of walking in between each site. My third tip is to always make sure that you have all of your reservations for the other activities that are not associated with Pearl Harbor done ahead of time. Now, with those activities, that includes the Bowfin, that includes the Missouri, you are going to have a negative COVID test within 48 hours or a vaccine card. And also, like we showed you, there is a very limited amount of snacks, so we definitely recommend you guys stop by either Button Up Cafe if you're there during the week. On Saturdays, stop by the Farmers Market over at Pearl Ridge from 8 until noon. Please don't forget that masks are strictly enforced everywhere inside of Pearl Harbor, so you must have a mask at all times. We also strongly suggest that you stop by the open air pavilions and watch the video before you head out to the Arizona. It gives a really detailed explanation of the events of that day, so it'll be really helpful when you're sailing out there so that you understand everything that went on. So this is the Pearl Ridge Farmers Market. This is a great place to grab a snack and get something to eat before you head out to Pearl Harbor. Let's go take a look.
So I got the scallion pancake right here. It comes with a little sauce on the side. So this isn't like a traditional black-faced pancake. It's not sweet, it's actually savory. So it's scallions, a batter, and a piece of shrimp in the middle. And it's actually really tasty when it goes with the sauce.
One of the cool things about this farmer's market is they have food for everybody. There is meat, there's vegetarian, and then this is a gluten-free vegan option, and it's like a focaccia and has Kalamata olives, tomatoes, and little bits of basil on there. The dough definitely has a crispy texture on the outside. You can tell that it's cooked in olive oil, so it has that nice crunch. And then the inside has a chewy and doughy texture, but not too fluffy. The ingredients on top are very fresh. Everything is really good here. The macadamia nut shortbread cookie is filled with a lilikoi jam. This cookie is enormous. The texture is perfect for a shortbread. It's crumbly, but it's not falling apart. The lilikoi jam on the inside is fantastic. The fruit here in Hawaii, as everybody knows, is wonderful, and this is a really good accompaniment. There's little pieces of macadamia nuts inside, the little bits of powdered sugar on top just add that slight bit of sweetness, and this is really great.
I got a vegetarian burrito. It's a solid burrito. The sauce is very good. Tater tots go well. It's very big size. Overall, it's just a good, solid breakfast burrito.
Okay, so I got the black bean pork ribs. So it has a olive oil base and sweet peppers and sweet onions, and it tastes similar to a dish called spezzato. It's also in like little small portions of ribs, and it's really good.
These are energy bars, being organic, gluten-free. They're coconut oil based, and each one of them, as you can see, is a little bit different. There's goji berries, there's dates, there's mango, there's even matcha. This is so clean and so tasty, and these are actually cold, just so you know, so they do have to be refrigerated. This is fantastic. I could probably eat like all of these today. These are really great.
So I got the mock, which is a kalo, banana, and coconut milk. This is surprisingly good. It's not too heavy smoothie. I think that's because of the coconut milk. And you can definitely taste the coconut milk in there. You can taste the kalo too. And the banana adds smaller flavor than the others, but still a strong one.
So we hope that all of these tips today helped you with the things that you must know before you go to Pearl Harbor. I will throw the links for everything down below. As always, stay safe and aloha.